Well, hello there. Here I am making another movie that I probably won't post. I know it's been a long time since there's been a video, but it's not been a long time since I made a video. It's a long time since I made one where one or other of the cameras didn't work, or I just didn't like what I'd been trying to share with you guys. It just wasn't interesting at all. Most of them probably aren't, but some of them are probably more interesting than others. So we'll see what happens with this one. The other thing is, in the last 5, 6, 7 hours of flying, I've been sitting in the right seat, not flying at all. I'm letting other people fly in the left seat. One of them was a post-solo but pre-cross-country student pilot, 16 years old. She's the daughter of a new friend of mine. We'll talk about him in a bit. Still got to get my ground clearance and all that whack. So we're heading, it looks like they're using runway 4. So it's going to be a long walk anyway. So ground tower, we're all ready to go.
On ground, experimental 284, Delta Golf, T hangars, ready to taxi.
Experimental 284, Delta Golf, Bolton ground, runway 22, taxi via Bravo and Alpha, wind calm, altimeter 3007.
7. Bravo Alpha to 224, Delta Golf.
And 3007 on the barometer. There we go. So Civil Air Patrol, I've talked about that on and off. It's coming up on a year and I'm still not flying the airplanes, but that's not their fault. Some of that late last year was my fault. I had kind of a financial situation where we had some unexpected housing costs, water heater for one, and just ended up really didn't have the money to be paying for the Civil Air Patrol planes, even though they're not dirt cheap, they're cheaper. But in any event, we're through all that now. Doing much better. So Civil Air Patrol anyway, probably a couple months after I started going to meetings, another guy showed up, Scott. And Scott has, actually I think he may still be active duty Air Force, so I think he's Lieutenant Colonel. But most importantly, he used to fly F-16s. And so I have lots and lots of questions and things to talk to him about. And I've been letting him fly left seat. I'm considering getting him on my insurance and letting him fly the airplane himself because the most important fact, this is what I'm leading up to, is he has a desire and has already ordered the tail kit to build a Vans RV-8. He's on a waiting list for a hangar here at Bolton, but that could take a while. I have room in the back of my hangar behind this tiny little airplane, so we are building, mostly him, but I want to be along for the ride, building an RV-8, a nose wheel plane. So the appeal to me is I've been having something of the urge to build again. I've got the itch to build. Really don't have a financial path to what I want to build, which would be a Vans RV-14. But this will be good enough. I'm starting blogging again, the Schmetterling blog. I just posted 2 new articles today, so I'm going to be documenting his build. Idea behind that is it's not an ELSA like mine. It's a true amateur build, and he needs to be able to demonstrate 51% of the airplane was built by him. So rather than having him do all that logging and everything, I'll just do what I'm used to doing, which is blog the build. So there you go. Now, today, I really just need to fly. What I might try to do, I've been looking into the OBS mode on the Skyview, and what that does, OBS, for people that are relatively new pilots and don't know what VORs are, OBS is the course you dial in to go to the VOR. It's what, it's hard to explain. But if you wanted to go in on the 270 radial, you would dial up, use the OBS to dial up 270, and then you'd fly until the line's intersected, then you'd go straight at it, correcting for wind, etc., etc. Now with the Skyview, you can set OBS mode on any waypoint, a waypoint I made, a waypoint they made, or even an actual VOR. And what that lets you do is follow the airways, do holding patterns, things like that, where it's not really just a direct to. You need to be able to intercept and hold a specific radial for any given VOR or VOR-like entity that you may be using. So I've been practicing with that. So I did actually have, probably should have done this already, I did have a flight plan, and that's not it. Let's see. And I guess I didn't save it, so I'll have to add a new one. So basically what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and do it right now since we have time. flight plan, I want to go, let's reverse this one. Well, actually, let's just remove India 43. That's the last place I flew. So remove waypoint, right. Camera still working? Yeah, look at that. So now I got TZR, and from KTZR, we'll go to, let's say, LIMPS intersection. So let's see, flight plan menu. Want to add a waypoint. Let's see, flight plan menu. Insert waypoint. LIMPS. I'm doing this from memory, so it may or may not work. Now I could get it on the Skyview, or not Skyview, the iPad, but I'm not going to. There's LIMPS, so insert that right there. And I think the next one from there is Jogger. So I'm going to insert waypoint. Juliet. Going the wrong way. Oscar. Put behind me yet? Nope. Okay. Golf. The big rush to get out from in front of my hangar was there's a guy there that's getting ready to fly, and he's not very considerate about where he leaves his airplane for the 5, 10, 15 minutes it takes him to fiddle with the panel. So he blocks the entire row of hangars. I can't get in, can't get out. I've had that happen a couple times. That's what happened to one of the videos. The language got rough, and I had to... But I just had to scoot on out of there and come down here to get this done. So we'll go out to Jogger. When I get to Jogger, I'm going to want to put, I can't do it yet, but I'll put it in OBS mode. And the way I'll do that, flight plan menu, see, I'm at exit, so I'm going to go flight plan menu, and I'm going to go set OBS mode Jogger, and then push right 2 times, and that'll do it. And then my course knob, there's not a knob up here that I'm aware of that will set the actual OBS. I have to do it with this multi-purpose knob, and I have to use the CRS. There you go, I just totally screwed up my vertical speed, but I don't care, I'm not going to use it. Alright, so we'll do that as we get past LIMPS and head into Jogger, and then at Jogger I'll just make up a hold, hold on such and such radial, and we'll enter the hold. So we got a guy, he's getting ready to turn left base for 2-2. I'm obviously going to have to wait for him. I haven't done my run-up yet, so that worked perfectly. By the time I'm done with the run-up, he'll be down and around or stopped or whatever he's going to do. And this is tight again. Okay, that's all running good. Everything's in the green. Nice, good idle. Free and clear and correct. We are latched. I need to go to tower. I need to make sure I have the fuel pump fuse in. That's the one I don't dare forget that one. That's the one that's normally stored in landing lights if I've been working on the avionics. The fuel pump continues to run and I don't like it, so I take the fuse out. I also have to remember to put it back in. Alright, so this thing has gotten away from its, let's see, let's get 4-flight on here as long as we got a second. There we go. And actually I could have, oops, that's not it. That's my Sporty's pilot training for instrument. There we go. I'm instrument rated. I'm just 15, 16, 17 years out of date. So I've been doing some refresher training on the, oh, never mind. There we go. I want maps. There we go. IFR low. Oh, I'm already on IFR low. Okay. Now there's see, that's a completely different, we got to clear that out. We don't care about that. Let's just get it going. There we go. And make that screen go away. Okay, we're ready to go. We're just going to head straight out to LIMPS. We'll just use this. Where did LIMPS go? Map. I maybe didn't activate this yet. Hold on. Flight plan. LIMPS direct to. There we go. That'll get us started. Alrighty. He's clear, so I should be able to get a clearance now. I'm going to tell him straight out on runway heading, because that's where LIMPS is. It's out by Booton, but it's actually a waypoint on a airway, not Booton, which kind of sits off on its own, but they're really that close together.
Hold tower, experimental 284, Delta Golf, ready for takeoff, runway 22, departing VFR, runway heading.
Experimental 284, Delta Golf, Fulton Tower, runway 22, clear for takeoff, straight out departure approved. The Warrior on the upwinds making left turns for the close pattern.
Clear for takeoff, 22 with a straight out departure. I got the Warrior in sight for Delta Golf.
And he's already making his turn, so he's a non-factor. I balanced the nose wheel. The nose wheel's, I keep saying shimmying, which I think is more like this. It's wobbling. It's just, as it's spinning, it just wobbles because it's not balanced, I think. So I put some wheel weights on it. I have a wheel balancer I got from Harbor Freight. And let's see if that makes it any smoother. Well, not going to know today since it's not even spinning. That nose came up at about 3 feet. So I'll have to, maybe on a touch and go, I'll definitely be able to tell. That's where the wheels get really spun up. And I'm going to go up probably 3,000, 3,500. Don't need to go very high, but I also don't want to stay very low. 3,000, 3,500, that's my wheelhouse. Ground is still very wet. I mowed yesterday. Had to because it just been raining for so long. Grass was...
Midfield left traffic pattern, full stop, runway 22.
Oh, now he's done. Okay.
Flyer 63 Foxtrot, runway 22, clear to land.
But,
63 Foxtrot, clear to land.
low parts of the yard, the mower kind of got a little mushy and it tears up the grass and everything, but I had to get it done. And today I got out there early while the grass was still dewy and I did some weed killer, spread some weed killer. It's the first time I've done it myself. We've been paying a service, but it's expensive. And I was talking to my dad about it. And I had a friend of mine that sells commercial yard equipment, wholesale. He's a wholesaler. Told me I could buy a spreader for, I know, it's something above $200, but less than $300. Very same thing on Amazon was closer to $350 and whatever. I was telling my dad that, that it would take a while to recoup that cost, but I'd have more control over the job. He said, well, I got one of those out in the garage I haven't used in years. So all I had to buy was the weed killer, and I've already got the spreader. So it is a John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer, except actual deer. So I got that done this morning. It's jury's out whether it'll make any difference at all. We'll see. But I feel better about just having to buy the chemicals and not paying for the labor. And honestly, they were pretty sloppy about it. They would miss completely wide swaths. So I'd have like this row of weeds. Life on the ranch. So we're doing fine so far. We got a minute 40 seconds before we get to limps. I'm going to go ahead and go to nav. There's going to be a little correction on that, I'm sure. And let's make our altitude, let's make it 3,000. And so altitude and up and autopilot on. I said autopilot on.
Autopilot.
There it goes. This doesn't listen anymore. Alright, we can pull back the throttle because we're getting ready to level off here. I don't want to get going too fast. There's no reason to do that. And this should now auto-segment us to the limps to jogger leg. And I need to get busy thinking about what kind of holding pattern I want to do. I don't want to make a huge turn. We'll be heading, looks like 240, so if we take 90 off of that, what would that do? If we're coming at 90, that would be a direct, or a parallel. Let's do a parallel. So 90 minus, that's going to be 40, that's about 120. No, that's not right.
Approaching waypoint.
060. So we'll make our first outbound 060.
Foxtrot, exit Alpha 3, taxi parking out.
Which would be a 240 radial hold. But we need to go, since we're going to the hold point, and if we were going to do, what did I say, 240? Yeah, we don't want to do 240 because that's the wrong side. We want to be on this side. It's the inbound course to the holding point, then you make right turns. So we're going to be coming at it this way. So we're going to do what's called a parallel entry where I'll turn left outbound, which is going to be 060, make a right turn, 180-degree right turn, go a couple minutes. Let's see, I'm doing zero. No, actually what I got to do is go to the end, do a teardrop back. Then when we get to the reporting point, that's when we start making our right-hand turns. I had that wrong. And then we'll just orbit there in right-hand turns. It may become clearer as we get closer. I'm not using the Skyview camera. It's just not reliable. It just keeps shutting itself down or falls off, or it's in my way. So really, the buttons don't change. They are where they are. You can get a picture and see where my finger positions are, or I'll just try to remember to say them out loud. So there's jogger. Now what I can do right now, I'm going to hold my track button down, and that's going to set my track to the course we're on right now, and I'm going to move to track. Now this might be a little too early, but what I'm trying to do is I want to be able to put jogger in OBS mode, and I want to change that course without the airplane responding. I want to preset the course, but have the airplane continue to fly towards jogger. And I think I can do that. We're still on nav, and it's still not asking for any correction, so I'm going to go back to track again. So track seems to be doing a pretty good job. I'm just going to leave it there. Now I can take my course now. First of all, I need to go to map. I believe it's flight plan. I'm going to go to jogger, which is already there. I'm going to push this to the right. No, I'm not. I'm going to go to flight plan menu. And here I'm going to rotate this until I set OBS mode, arrow jogger, push right, and now it's in OBS mode, but flight plan is suspended. It's not going to leave there until I tell it I want to go back direct to Limbs or Bolton or whatever. So that's what we want. Now I can change the course. I want it 060 outbound. That reads right down here above your direct tube button. It's actually pretty much just the reverse of what we're doing now. So let me think about that. We're coming at it. We're going to hold on that. We could do a direct entry. That's no fun at all. Let's take another swag at this. At 240, I want to go 90 degrees, and that's not what I did, is it? Yeah, 90 degrees would have been minus 50, minus 40, about, let's see, somewhere around 170, is that right? No, 160. So 160 is what I really want, or something thereabouts. My math may be off. It's not fair. It's kind of like a pop quiz. All right, there's 160. That looks like 90 degrees. Okay, so what we will do is about a couple miles, you can see what's going to happen here. There's the 090. Within a mile or two of jogger, I'm going to go ahead and set it to, I'm going to take it away from nav and set it to course, and it should, I may be able to do it right now, actually. Let's try it. So I go now. It may just wait until it's ready to do that. And that's exactly what it's going to do. It's going to do track 246 to the GPS course, which is this. So it's going to go ahead and do the outbound leg for me.
63 Foxtrot, taxiing to runway 22.
Not important.
Warrior 63 Foxtrot, taxi runway 22 via Bravo and Alpha.
Taxi via Bravo Alpha.
Okay, so he's on tower frequency, which is interesting. It's going to take us on that outbound. I'm going to start the timer. I might as well get that ready. That's under tools, timer. Okay. It's going to start I'm going to start a timer for 2 minutes. At the end of 2 minutes, I'm going to get back in nav. I'll stay in nav mode, but right around 2 minutes, I'll go back to track mode, and I'm going to use track mode to turn myself around. And it's not going to be a 180 degree turn. This one's the teardrop to get back, so it's going to be more like a 120 degree turn. And as soon as I'm done with that, I can set. I'm already on track. I just hit nav, but I'll have to change course to 27 whatever, 240. For it to actually go towards the VOR. And then once we get to the VOR, I'll hit track again and start making those orbits. I may only make one orbit. There's no point in doing a whole lot of them. Once you're in, you're in. So that's in, we got 3.9 to go. And we may be a little bit off of this by now. Track may not have kept up with it. I don't know if it did or didn't. But we're going to be mighty, mighty close to jogger. And I really could have waited a while, but if I change it now, well, we only got a mile and a half to go, or a minute and a half to go. If I changed it now, there'd be the chance that I would kind of lose this intercept mode and go into just straight following course mode, and I don't want that. I want it to do the actual intercept for me. And after this, it's Madison County for touch and goes because I have not been doing landings. I've been having other people do their landings. That's a co-altitude airplane, probably highway patrol. They like to orbit around I-70 here. Not a lot of traffic. Not sure they'd have a lot of people to pull over. And also maybe somebody that's fooling around over jogger. He's actually heading towards it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take us up a little bit higher. We don't really need 3,000. We can go 3,500. So up we go.
Approaching altitude.
And looking for traffic. He's 5 miles away, and I'm not going to be able to see him. He's also right on the horizon, more than likely. It makes him also very hard to see, but we'll keep an eye out for him and watch what he's up to.
63 Foxtrot, departing runway.
There's the turn outbound.
Warrior 63 Foxtrot, runway 22, clear for takeoff, westbound departure.
Yeah, he's headed right at jogger. It looks like, anyway. Alright, so once we're established, I'm going to reset the track. I'll leave it on nav, but I can wait to reset the track to make sure it doesn't drift. But I'm going to want to start that timer as soon as we're outbound. And we're up to 33, so we're 300 above him. He's holding that 3,000. I still don't see him. He's still 3.5 miles away. Now he's 400 below, so he's really not a factor, but I'd like to know where he is just because. Alright, well, I don't want to lose track of what I'm doing. I'm just about intercepted on this. Oh, I should be able to see him. He's only 2 miles away, for crying out loud. Where is he? I'm really bad at this game. There he is. I got him in sight. He's well off to our right. 1.5 miles or so. And it looks like he's just going to keep going, so he's not joggering, I'm jogging. All right, we're outside a jogger. It's not really on the course all that well, but I'm going to start the timer. And I don't want to set my track yet. Well, it could be holding yes, it's holding a little bit of a wind correction as part of what it's doing. I didn't start the timer up. And it still hasn't done it. All right, 0. Run, there we go. There we go. Takes 2 buttons. You got to tell it which direction you want it to go, and then you have to tell it to start. There's more traffic. Altitude unknown. Kind of heading our way. I don't know how altitude and all that's unknown in ADSB mandatory world, but this guy has climbed. He's climbed up, 200 feet of us. I won't need the full 2 minutes because of, well, you know, I was late getting the timer started. I'm going to go ahead and set the track. I'm going to go to track mode, verify it. Made a little bit of a bump there, which is a bit of a surprise. I thought it would keep the exact same heading. This guy's 1,500 feet below that. I can see that now. There's 2 of them. I don't know if that's a shadow or if they're flying together or what's going on, but there's 2 targets now. Well, still no altitude on him, and he's 3 miles. I'm looking. No sign, no sign. Now we got altitude. He's 1,000 below. That helps. That helps a lot. And I'm going to estimate that I fiddled around for about 20 seconds getting the timer started. So we're going to go to 1:40. All right, I ought to be able to see him. He's right below me.
Traffic.
Yeah, I know, right? I just don't see him. He's really, really close. There he is. Oh, it's 2 of them. It was a formation. It's 2 of them. I thought it looked like a formation that split, and it actually was. It's in our coupe. I might be Ed, my neighbor, in a coupe in a low-wing looks like an Archer. Oh, that's pretty neat. I'll talk to see if that was Ed or not. Okay, here's 2 minutes. I got distracted. So we are going to start our 120-degree turn, but we are not going to turn this beyond 180 degrees because it'll immediately shift back and try to take the shorter way around, and we don't want that. So I got to kind of keep it, inching it around. Oops, I'm changing my barometric pressure, which is not what I want to do. I want to do this. I keep my heading coming around to right about there. And we'll be able to see the, wow, we're not getting very far from the course, are we? Oh, I'm still on the damn timer. How do I get back to, damn it. I want to set my range. Oh well, let's get out of the timer. I can only do one thing at a time, apparently. I want to do my zoom. There we go. And it looks like I want to take my track. Now you can see my intercept angle. I don't want it to be super, super sharp, but I also don't want to get too close to jogger. I want to be established on it. So I've got a kind of a, 45-degree entry there. And once that track gets established, I have to change my course to, what did I say, 240. That's right. And I want to do, where'd nav go? There's nav. I've lost my course, something's wrong. I did something wrong. What happened? I did a left turn, another left turn. Oh, here it is. It's just lost it's moved on. It's done with, that might have been right. That might have not been in the right OBS. I wasn't thinking clearly. There we go. So let's, yeah. I think I got my numbers wrong. All right. Well, this one, I botched this one. This all fell apart. So we got to go to map. Let's go to flight plan. Let's take a jogger out of OBS. Okay. And let's go direct jogger. And we'll try again. And it helped to have something after jogger. That's part of my problem. So I'm going to go ahead and add in, I guess I have to do a flight plan menu. I'm going to insert KTZR. that was part of the problem. It just doesn't have anything following it. Well, could have been part of the problem. There we go. Insert. Okay. Now, when we get to jogger, I'm going to want to turn around. Let's see. What radio? Let's make this easy. Let's make a hold on to 060, all right? Well, let's see how we end up facing jogger. Oh, for crying. I'm going to have to cut all this out. Okay, here comes jogger. And let's just hit it. We're doing a direct 2. All right. So, well, let's just say, let's move this course to 360. And I'm not in OBS mode. I can't do that yet. But I can do set my track, fly my track, go back into flight plan menu, OBS mode on, exit, and course 000. And let's nav onto that. And this will be our inbound leg. And we'll do it. We could do another teardrop. Not sure what went wrong with the last one. I got befuddled. So we're inbound on the 360, or will be soon. Once it's on there. It must be pretty close because it's not in a gigantic hurry to get there. And once we're established on that, we'll go back to track mode and make a 180-degree turn for our first right turn into the hold. And that's going to be it's going to be very similar. The way I turn back is not going to be a 180-degree turn. It's going to be one of these kind of intercepted turns. Because a 180-degree turn probably isn't going to work exactly. As a matter of fact, I may drive us out a little bit further so I have more room to work with coming back because I don't want to overshoot the hold line because this is considered the safe side. This is not. All right, so we're going to center we're already on nav, so we're going to get our track ready to go. Once we get the chart, we might as well set it straight. We're on track, and we are half a mile, 0.4, 0.3. Okay, so I'm going to start my turn with the track knob, and I'll take us about 120 degrees. And then go a little bit on a straight line, maybe like 10 seconds or so. Let's get back to the timer and clear it up. How do I clear it? Still says run. Oh, it's still running. That's why. And 0. There we go. And we want it to run. Oh, we're not going to let it run yet. No point in that. Okay, we're on our heading. I'm going to let it sit here. 5, 4. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's take it on over here to 180. And we can go back and start our timer. We want it to run. There we go, it's running. Verified running.
Bolton Tower, Aircrew 5600 Foxtrot, 9 miles southwest, flight of 2, approaching Booton.
I believe that is Ed. That's my friend Ed. Got a very nice Aircrew.
5600 Foxtrot from the southwest. Let's make it a right now on runway 22 and report midfield. Wind is calm, finish 3007. Who's the other aircraft with you?
They're going to back off and come in at about a 1-minute interval.
Cube 00 Foxtrot, roger. They're going to call me separately then?
Yes, he'll be calling you momentarily.
Good to know. Formation
Tower 616 Foxtrot Lima is number 2 in that formation.
Bringing 616 Foxtrot Lima, Bolton Tower. Follow the air coop in, head for a right down on runway 22 and report midfield. Wind is calm, finish 3007.
All right,
All right,
so
we'll call the air coop, make it a right downwind.
we're going to track back in, or we're going to course back in, at 360. I don't need to do a thing here. I was getting ready to say that formation flying is more than just the flying. The comms and airport operations are all different also. You got a lot, there's a lot more to learn than just flying next to the airplane, and they were obviously briefed what they're going to do, which is a requirement, FAA requirement.
Takeoff, what direction are we headed?
You have to brief before you can fly formation. And they clearly did that. They knew exactly what to do.
Traffic, runway 22 and report midfield. Wind is calm, altimeter 3007.
Okay, we got 10 seconds to go.
Midfield, there's the takeoff, runway 22, 7 uniform.
And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come in at about 320. Well, maybe probably 310. 310, 315, something like that. So course, let's see, no, that's not right. Track.
Bolton Tower, 00 Foxtrot, we're 5 miles out. You did say right pattern for runway 22.
There we go.
Aircube 00 Foxtrot, affirmative. Right pattern, runway 22. I do have aero traffic departing runway 22 at this time. They'll be on the left side.
Hi, Roger, traffic on the left side. We're on the right. We'll keep an eye for them.
Does work. All right. So now I should be able to just hit nav. In theory. I don't know if I should wait or not. Let's give it the nav. Okay, there's nav. That's gonna set us up on our inbound. Now, when we reach jogger again, it would just be the same thing all over again. We would make another 180 and just keep doing this until we were cleared to proceed on. So we'll go ahead and when we get to jogger, we're just gonna, what we'll do to exit, we have to actually, I gotta show you this. That's not it. Flight plan menu. There we go. Flight plan is suspended, so it's going to do this no matter what I do. It's going to want to come back to jogger. It's not going to auto sequence. So when I get to jogger, I'm just going to step down here and do a direct to Bolton. Well, actually, let's make that KUIF because I really want to do some landings. We'll make it that. And let's make sure that worked. Nope, that's all we have now. I think I broke everything. All right. By doing a direct to, I removed the entire route, but what I would have done is just step down to, using this, I would have stepped down to KUIF and hit direct to. I just did it too soon. So we're well on our way to jogger. The only real reason to keep going is to make a nice racetrack pattern on my recorded flight.
7 uniform, runway 22, clear for the option.
Not much of a reason, is it?
22, 7 uniform.
And we can start listening to Madison County, see what's going to be there. Monitor.
You were cutting out for Madison, but we're still looking for you on that. We're on the upwind, looking for you on the downwind.
Okay, we have you on the electronic stuff, but we're looking for you also. So we'll keep moving.
All right, let's just go ahead and let's see, map. Well, no, we can just go. Let's just do our direct to. So I've already done that. Oh, next waypoint. Oh, I haven't moved on. Well, yeah. All right, let's do this. All right, direct to KUIF, direct to. There we go.
Bolton Tower, Cube 00 Foxtrot is midfield, run right pattern, runway 22.
We're on it. Okay, 13 miles out.
00 Foxtrot, number 2.
We're done with those, folks. Let's verify map info. 123.0, traffic pertinent altitude 2100.
Crosswind for runway 9, number 2.
I should have been listening to that one. We do have a runway 9 we're headed towards. But we got 12.5 miles. We'll hear something. Yeah, we've got plenty of time. Wind, I don't think I really get much wind information from these guys. I can put in the AWAS.
10, clear below 12,000, temperature 21 Celsius, dew point 19er, altimeter 3007. Madison County Airport. Automated weather observation 1500 Zulu weather wind 150 at 4 visibility
Much, but we'll take 9er.
clear below 1.
Unless there's somebody using 27, we'll take 9er. And the last thing I heard was somebody landing on runway 9er, which could be Madison County, and that would work out for us just fine. Should be. I don't see anything on the traffic, which doesn't mean a thing. But you know, we're obviously going to be listening for him. I can start my descent. So we got 2100 dialed in. We're at 3500. I'm going to go down.
Madison County traffic,
Yeah, this
Aero 32 Victor, missed approach, climbing off of the airport to the northeast, departing the traffic.
All right, they're leaving to the northeast. That doesn't make a lick of difference to me.
07 uniform, turning base, runway 9, Madison County.
Okay, did he say helicopter? Oh, great. Here's some traffic 2,000 above coming towards us. I'm descending. That should not be a problem. I'm descending at 300 foot per minute. That's what I was doing down here with the vertical speed knob because it's just...
County 321 Whiskey Zulu, extending left downwind for runway 9, Madison County.
Well, it sounds a little crowded, doesn't it? Maybe this is a bad idea.
Flooding Mason traffic, Pilatus is 5 miles to your east or inbound on the RNAV 25 approach, just be a low approach, Flooding Mason.
I don't want to do this. Let's just go back home. We'll just head back to Bolton. I can do touch and goes there too. In that case, let's see, what are we down to? 3160, let's keep it 2500.
Uniform, turning final, runway 9, touch and go, Madison County.
Actually, if I get a good landing, I'm really good.
Madison County,
I don't need to do any
321
touch and
Whiskey
goes.
Zulu, turning left base, runway 9, Madison County.
All right, so I'm holding us at 25, not 21, and we got 13 miles to go. We want to go somewhere near Lily Chapel. There it is. We'll go right by it. That's our reporting point. Got a guy heading in. He just disappeared. 700 below. That would have put him at 2200.
Madison County 07 uniform, missed approach, going around.
Hope that's what he's practicing. All right, KTZR Tower and KTZR, there it is.
Pilot, my midfield, runway 22.
All right, we're still on 22.
Lehman number 2, runway 22, clear to land, aero traffic, short final.
Traffic in sight, clear to land 22, 6 Fox Lima.
All right, that one's not a touch and go. And here's 400 feet below, still heading towards Bolton, 300 below. Heading towards Lily. Let's take a closer look at that. That's pretty far away. That's 5 miles. Won't be able to see them until we get there. We can slow down, speed up, we'll just keep an eye on them. I mean, it's stupid. may end up being a race. Yeah, I'm going to go a little faster. He's actually closer than me. Well, we're co-altitude now at 4.5 miles. He's even altitude now, just outside of Lily Chapel, so very close. And he's going to make that call first if that's where he's headed. There he is, got him in sight. Oh, he's way out there. I can see him though. Yeah, let's see if he just crosses Lily or goes into Bolton. I'll get in behind him if he actually calls Lily. I'll just make a 360 and get in behind him. It's just easier that way. If we both go in right at tower, they're right next to each other. Which one do you want to choose? You know, he's turning. All right, so we are going to go. What are we on? Are we on track mode? No, we're GPS. Let's straighten up our track, and let's bring her. Have to hunt for the knob. Let's take her straight at Lily, and then we'll just get in line behind him.
Full tower, Cessna 734, Quebec Fox, over Lily Chapel, inbound for touch and goes.
There you go. Oh, great, touch and goes. That's a bright yellow Skyhawk.
734 Quebec Fox,
All right,
Bolton Tower, and our right downwind runway 22, report midfield. Wind calm altimeter 3008.
Right downwind
change.
To report midfield for Quebec Fox.
Wrong altimeter knob. Altimeter, there we're at
Cherokee 6
3008.
Foxtrot Lima, taxi parking Alpha and Charlie, monitor ground point 8 on the way in.
Alpha Charlie, monitor ground, thanks, 6 Fox Lima.
All right, so I got him inside. He didn't quite make it to Lily.
Midfield.
Guy behind me has disappeared. Fell off the charts. 7,200, so we got 400, 500 above pattern altitude, but we're still 5 miles out, so I still don't want to get down there quite yet. I should be hearing him enter downwind, I mean right now, he's right there. But he was told to report returning right base, so I'm not going to hear from him yet. And he has made the turn. I can see his vector angle now. He is in the downwind. So next we'll hear from him is when he...
Old Tower, 7 uniform, midfield.
Okay, that's a different one. I thought I had Quebec,
7 uniform,
Quebec Fox.
runway 4, correction, runway 22, clear for the option.
Okay, I'm confused now.
22, 7 uniform.
There's two of them. They're side by side.
Right midfield downwind.
That's what's going on. They're both midfield, other side of the runway.
This is Quebec Foxtrot. You're number 2 following
Yeah, happy to not be
aero
him.
traffic just slightly ahead of you on the opposite downwind and report the traffic in sight to follow.
That's tricky. That's a tricky thing to do.
We're number 2.
You know, he'll turn. You got to wait for him to turn. You hope he turns sooner.
Tower, Trailblazer 8003 Charlie, over Lily Chapel inbound for full stop.
There's the one behind us. Let's get up here. We're going to hold him up.
5 inches 03 Charlie, report midfield right downwind, runway 22. The wind is calm, altimeter is 3008.
Report right midfield for 2203 Charlie.
It's funny because the calm air runway is runway 4, but they're using 22.
This is Quebec Foxtrot. Their aero traffic is on their base.
There you go. That was helpful. That was helpful advice there.
Got him in sight now, for Quebec Fox.
That was good controlling.
Foxtrot number 2, runway 22, clear for the option. Make left close traffic on the go. You will be joining that archer or arrow in the left close pattern.
This is a very good controller.
Number 2 clear to land, then we'll make left traffic for Quebec Fox.
I mean, he gave him everything he needed to know. That was really good. That was well done. I like this tower. I really do. I really like this airport. I like the tower. I like everything about it. There's somebody on the runway. That would have been the guy on downwind, I suppose. Left downwind. Quebec Fox is probably still out on base somewhere.
Old Tower, 4 Delta Golf entering midfield right downwind, runway 22.
I have a Quebec Fox in sight.
Terminal 4 Delta Golf, runway 22, number 2, clear to land. Cessna traffic is right base to final at this time.
4 Delta Golf, I have the Cessna in sight. Bolton Tower, Aero 1915, Tango is ready to go, 22 straight out departure.
Aero 19 Tango, hold short, runway 22 for landing traffic.
1915, Tango, hold short.
More than one. All right, so there's the Cessna. He's doing a touch and go, so he's not even going to slow down and stop. He's also a beam me, which means I can turn base. Although actually I don't want to yet. I want to get out a little further. But I'm going to land long because there's people waiting, and they don't want to sit and wait for me to taxi down a mile of runway. So I do have to keep that in mind as I get here behind Quebec Fox. He's going to slow down to a crawl. I'm going to keep flying and rolling until I get to the taxiway. So I have to let enough room build up, and it looks like it's going to happen. He's already where I'm going to touch down at the 1,000-foot mark. So he should be taking off again any second now.
Hold 7 uniform is midfield.
7 uniform, you're number 2 following experimental traffic, right base to short final, and I will have a departure between you and that experimental.
I better move it.
Roger, 7 uniform, don't have him in sight yet.
I'm scooting along here.
Uniform is just about over to pass over Alkire Road on short final. Just give me a little bit of space for a departure between.
Yep, I'll land long.
Sight, 7 uniform.
I'm holding 75 knots on final. I'm going to land long whether I want to or not. All right, pull it out now. Oh, I don't need any practice landings. I'm doing just fine. Right Alpha 3.
Terminal 4 Delta Golf, exit at Alpha 3, taxi parking Alpha and Charlie, monitor ground pointing on the way in.
Exit Alpha 3, Alpha Charlie to the ramp, monitor ground pointing, point 8 on the way in, 4 Delta Golf.
Oh.
1915 Tango, runway 22, clear for takeoff. Southwest departure approved. Traffic base approaching final.
Now, one thing I did.
1915 Tango, clear for takeoff. 22.
I didn't get to learn if the nose wheel was going to wobble or whatever you want to call it.
Uniform, aero traffic departing.
Oh, he overshot his
starting departure roll now. They'll be straight out to the southwest.
Wow, he way overshot base to final. He's clear. The guy, He's not even lined up with the taxiway.
Just in case I didn't say it already, 7 uniform, clear for the option, runway 22.
Thanks, clear for the option.
Oh, I think he was building a gap. I think he might have been just trying to get a little more space, because that guy is right there. Yeah, that's legit, in my opinion, which is meaningless. Honestly, who cares what I think about anything? All right, ground point 8. About time, huh? It's getting hot. We're supposed to hit 80 degrees for the first time this year. I'm in a long sleeve shirt. That's brilliant, isn't it? All right, well, nothing much exciting happens from here, so I'm going to cut you guys loose. Sorry for the gigantic gap in videos. I'm assuming I'm going to post this one. I'm assuming the camera worked. Both are unsafe assumptions. But anyway, thanks for riding along.